This is the new look of Manila Bay. Stone formations and beach umbrella were installed, in addition to the white sand beach. Palm trees were also planted along the coast, for additional beach attraction. The Phase 1 of the Manila Bay White Sand projects is now at 80% complete. This is Manila's new artificial white sand beach, made of crushed dolomite rock. These are part of the wider government plan to rehabilitate the city's heavily polluted harbor. It is far different from the previous states of the bay back years ago. Years of neglect, resulting in the mix of oil and waste from nearby ports, industrial and residential areas. As early as 1980s, the quality of Manila Bay's water system starts to deteriorate, as the entire region flushed the byproducts of progress, affecting the health of citizens, destroying the rich biodiversity and damaging the resources for the future. With less to no intervention from local and national government, Manila Bay became the symbol of the country's deteriorating biodiversity, and higher incidence of poverty. However, tide of change came. On February 16, 2019, the Battle for Manila Bay launched, aimed to restore the water quality of Manila Bay. 13 mandamus agencies led the charge, and implemented the existing DENR operational plan for the Manila Bay Coastal Strategy. It marks the beginning of the extensive rehabilitation of the 190-kilometer coastline of Manila Bay, including the networks of creeks and rivers which span an area of 1,944 square kilometers. That covers Metro Manila, and 8 provinces of central and southern Luzon. Were 17 principal river systems draining into Manila Bay. After a year of Manila Bay rehabilitation, including its network of creeks and rivers, significant change had seen. Cleaner Manila Bay coastline, lesser garbage washout during typhoon, and fecal coliform bacteria significantly dropped. After the success of Manila Bay rehabilitation, Manila White Sand Project Beach launched. It is a man-made beach in Manila Bay Walk, as part of an overall integrated coastal zone management, that served as the coastal defense of the Manila Bay rehabilitation. The Beach Nourishment Project was carried out by the Department of Public Works and Highways, in coordination with the Department of Environment and Natural Resources. The beach has a total length of 90 meters and a width of 60 meters. The whole project, which consists of the beach nourishment, coastal restoration, and enhancement of the Manila Bay Walk, covers the whole area starting from the southernmost tip of the U.S. Embassy up to the breakwater of the Manila Yacht Club. The beach was briefly opened to the public in September, and already joined thousands of curious onlookers. When the beach was first opened to the public, a flock of egrets were seen at the beach area. The project hounded without controversy criticism from activists, environmentalists, and heritage conservationist groups. These criticisms include the timing of the project, which was implemented amidst the COVID-19 pandemic, and concerns of adverse environmental effects caused by laying dolomite on the polluted Manila Bay. Even the militant group filed a case to the Supreme Court to penalize the Department of Environment and Natural Resources because of the project, but eventually the petition was junked. As the result of the rehabilitation, from a mere 100 milliliters of water taken from the bay is contaminated with fecal coliform bacteria in the millions, and in some areas even billions. Now, as of June 2021, fecal coliform bacteria levels significantly dropped to 147 mpn per 100 milliliters, closer to 100 mpn, which suitable for swimming. In addition, 3 eastero draining water to the bay already pass the water quality standard of disposable after it undergo water treatment. The authority will continue in rehabilitation and restoration, despite of the criticisms. The estimated cost of the entire Manila Bay rehabilitation project is 389 million Philippine pesos, of which, around 28 million Philippine pesos is allotted for the dolomite overlay.
I was deeply overwhelmed by what I've seen today. It is an emotional sight of people working together, hand in hand, expressing our solidarity. The huge number of people from different government agencies, non-government organizations, private sectors, and even foreigners manifest political will and commitment to save and protect our environment.
Kaya halina, sama-sama tayo lahat ngayon dito. Dito na tayo sa Battle for Manila Bay.
Tugon sa hamon na ito, dapat tayo ay sama-sama, kapit-bisig, hawak kamay, tulong-tulong, at sama-sama nating harapin at isulong ang ating misyon, ang hamon ng paglinis, ang ibalik ang kalinisan, kaayusan at kagandahan ng ating mahal na Manila Bay.
Cleaning up Manila Bay is a challenge to each and every one of us. And I consider this as the greatest challenge of them all. Kasama ba kayo sa challenge na ito? Ulitin ko, kasama ba namin kayo sa challenge na ito?
And I'm sure with the full strength of all the departments and of course the political will of our President, I have full confidence that we will succeed in this very historic endeavor.
Manila Bay is famous for its sunset, which is considered one of the best in the world. It is one of the historic sites in the country, where famous Spanish-American War, aka Battle of Manila Bay, took place in 1898. The bay is located at the southwest portion of Luzon Island. It is the country's gateway for socio-economic development. It has 190-kilometer coastline and drainage area, covering 1,994 square kilometer or 199,400 hectares. The Manila Bay covers 8 provinces, and 178 local government units. There are 17 principal river systems draining into Manila Bay. Manila Bay, indeed the heart of the Philippines. But for all its generosity, it was a mother that was took for granted, neglected, and even abused. The entire regions flushed the byproducts of progress. In fact, a mere 100 milliliters of water taken from the bay is contaminated with fecal coliform bacteria in the millions. and in some areas even billions, more than the acceptable limits. Affecting the health of citizens, destroying the rich biodiversity, damaging the resources for the future. And so, quality of life fade like a receding wave, and the character of the Philippines, as a nation was tested. Concerned citizens demanded action. The Supreme Court responded with a writ of mandamus ordering 13 government agencies to clean up, rehabilitate, and restore the water of Manila Bay to a quality that is fit for swimming and bathing. Since 2002, Regional Trial Court already ordered petitioners to clean up and rehabilitate Manila Bay, while Supreme Court finalized the decision on January 2009. And in 2019, the decision by the Supreme Court, finally it met political will.
You start cleaning the Manila Bay, and it will be, they will start to clean it, whether they like it or not.
The current administration, with a strength to resolve the decades-old problem, a tide of change came.
We will launch the biggest battle of them all, not against any invaders, but against the decades of environmental abuse upon this jewel of our historical heritage, the Manila Bay.
The battle for Manila Bay. Unlike a wars waged in it, long ago, this time the government fight for it, against old ways, against a culture of neglect, against indifference, and against its own citizens. A battlefront that spans 190 kilometers of coastline, the countless arteries that lead to it, the cooperations of millions of people, and it needed a surge of spirits to resuscitate this beating heart of the nation. 13 mandamus agencies led the charge and implemented the existing DENR operational plan for the Manila Bay Coastal Strategy. 4 approaches to address the main sources of pollution. Liquid waste management. To ensure that water discharged into the bay complies with standards. Solid waste management. To reduce the solid waste ending up in Manila Bay. Informal settler and illegal structures management. To permanently clear areas from encroaching houses and structures. Habitat and resources management. To protect the biodiversity of Manila Bay. And at the center of it all, are partnership and mechanisms, to ensure the success of all 4 approaches. On February 19, 2019, Manila Bay Interagency Rehabilitation Task Force was formed through the signing of Administrative Order No. 16. Their mission is to bring back the beauty and cleanliness of Manila Bay. To accomplish this mission, one of their strategies is to clean, rehabilitate and restore the water quality of all esteros, creeks and waterways that drains into Manila Bay. Its objective is to remove solid waste along waterways, stop solid and water waste discharge, relocate informal settler families to a clean and safe area, dismantle illegal structures on easements and waterways, restore and rehabilitate easements, and organized estero marshals, as partners of the task force in maintaining the order and cleanliness of esteros, sustain the gains achieved by maintaining cleanliness in the waterways along Manila Bay. To ensure these initiatives will sustain, the government will set up concrete walkways and bike lanes along the easements. Lamp posts and benches will be installed for those who want to visit the area. Garbage bins will be installed in every 100 meters to avoid littering. To ensure cleanliness, regular cleanup drives will be conducted. The current administration's political will, and the overwhelming support of its citizens, the rehabilitation put into actions, and in just several months into the battle, it delivers trustworthy results.